Hey, what's up, guys? Waltel here. Welcome to the battlefield. Welcome back to Marita. We're gonna be testing out the STG-44 post TTK patch. But I first started this game with the Type 2A because, well, I wanted to bring a gameplay video with it, and I thought this was the map for it. But you know what? Really quick after my first death, I knew this was not the map, this was not the gameplay. I mean, sometimes you had that feeling that, like, on your gut. It's like, yeah, this is not the gun that I need for this game. This is not the gun for the job. I don't know if you ever felt that. I do, and I switch guns whenever I feel that because I trust myself. I know what's good and what's not good. But anyways, but hey, this gun also got hit with some changes. They added some recoil to the gun, which is pretty good. So now it's strictly really good at close range. Before you could get away with medium, sometimes like long kills, man. I mean, also long range, but like somewhat long, due to the fact there was no recoil at all with this gun. But so now it's a little bit different. So that's what I felt when I got the first kill, which I mean I got lucky, but it wasn't like as before. So so anyways, so really quick, we're gonna, yeah, after this I'm gonna get revived and then I'm gonna die again, and I'm like, you know what, these guys are hiding in these buildings. We need a class that allows to destroy the buildings. What would that be? Assault, right? So the assault is pretty good, man. It's one of my favorites. I love it. I love the building destruction and all that jasmine. So, anyways, so let's take a look at the STG. I mean, the STG, man, the STG. Let's be honest here. The STG is really good. Whether they patch it or they don't patch it, it's always good. That's the bottom line. And I'm one of those guys who I like fair and balance, right? I like fair and balance. I don't want to be in an advantage or disadvantage. I like fair and balanced, and I think this gun is just plain good. I don't know if you ever played Call of Duty War at War. We had the STG-44 there, and it was my one of my favorite guns to use there. And it was a beast, man. It was so fun to use, and just a little monster. I don't know if you played Call of Duty World War II. We had the STG as well there, and it was pretty beast. I liked it a lot, and I used it a lot in that game as well. So the STG is one of those guns that no matter what you do, it's gonna be a good gun. There was people complaining about the gun before all those patches and stuff. That the gun was too good, the most used. Well, you know what? It's a good gun. Don't get me wrong. I don't know which I'm gonna post first, but I do have gameplays with semi-automatic guns, and they're pretty beast as well. But you can't beat a good STG-44, man. It's just good, especially with the gold camo. It's just sexy and good. So, anyways, so this gun is good. Like it's an overall good gun. People get pissed off because they kill by it, but what are you gonna do? It's just how it goes. Maybe you need to take things, maybe close quarters, or maybe kill it with a shotgun or the Type 2A, or maybe really long range and kill a guy with the STG-44 with a sniper rifle, or use something else. Some powerful guns such as the M1 Garand and I don't know, carabine, like really good guns there. So it's not, and this is not something that's gonna happen to just make one gun horrible just because it's one of those most used guns. So, but that's just my take on it. I like I said, like fair and balanced. So, and I think it's good. They added some recoil a little bit, so it feels pretty good. But it's still a powerful gun. It's still a the go-to gun. One of those guns that you just unlock and then, hey, you know what? I'm an assault guy. This is the gun that I'm gonna be using, and that's it. And that's if you help the team, and I'm good with it. It's all about the team, and it's all about winning those games and capturing those objectives. Unless you play TDM, but I had a rough start in this game, and yeah, I was just doing a little too much, and but it wasn't too crazy. In terms of deaths, we got a bunch of kills, man. I'm not gonna tell you the score right now. I mean, towards the end of it, but what can I say? It's just good, man. It's still good. It's still good. It's still beast. If not even more beast than before. This gun, it's just good. Nothing I'm not gonna say anything bad about this gun because there's nothing wrong, or there's nothing that they ruined it with this gun. It's just a monster, still a monster, a fun gun to use. Well, the recoil is not too much, but you can tell the difference post patch and compared to before the patch, pre and post patch. It's just a bit different, and it's pretty cool. I like it a lot. And we're gonna get a nice little dowel. Although the recoil is not that crazy on this gun compared to the STG, and I'm sorry, to the Type 2A. But I was thinking the other day about Battlefield 3 and like Battlefield 4, and how many of us would take us a while to get used to that game. Even going back to Battlefield 1, which I did a few weeks ago when I posted that gameplay with the, what gun was I using? The Hellrigger. I don't know if you watched the gameplay, but I used some of the other guns, and the recoil is real, and it just felt weird. I mean, it took me a couple of games to get used to it, but it just the difference is just it's just huge. So I was just thinking, like, how long it would take us just to get used to the recoil. If we go back to Battlefield 3 or even Battlefield 4, might be a couple of games, because this feels a little too easy. Maybe the STG need a little bit more kick, just a little bit more. But I mean, overall, I mean, just feels fine, but just a little bit more, just to make it more fun. I think the way they had it set up in Battlefield 1, it was just perfect, where bullet spread and all the stuff. I like that idea better than this one over here, than what they have going in Battlefield 5. I mean, it's still pretty accurate, but just a little bit of recoil. I was expecting a lot more, to be honest with you, but hey, the gun is not that crazy. Once again, the one in World at War was the same. It was just pretty accurate. It just no so much kick. The one in World War II is the same thing. So I guess they cannot change, or they don't want to change too much if the gun doesn't really need to, or otherwise it will be just funny, just making the gun look like different to what it is, right? But I mean, overall, I would say the patch is very positive. Brought back the fun to this game. The medium to long ranges, all this, engaging the enemy at that range is fun again. It doesn't feel that crazy. The extra bullet plus 100 meters. Let's face it, we never, well, I never try. Well, I play Squad Conquest, so it's not so crazy. But I don't really get into those 100 plus meter type of engagement. So everything seems good for me, and pretty good. I've been having some issues, and this is since the 6.2 patch released, and I've been trying to look on the web. Some of them, I think, is my internet. It's been kind of acting up a little weird lately. But some others, I mean, I've been trying to compare this with other games, and it's not the same. So every time I click start the game, and it says that it cannot connect with the EA servers. So I hit reconnect, it says no. I hit again, and it connects, and my internet is fine, because while I'm doing that, I'm just checking email and responding some of your comments on here on YouTube. So it's just weird. And some of the games which I'm gonna be posting and showing you this stuff that I'm talking about. I play like 2 games in a row. Sometimes it's just one, and the next game, it happens to be that I respawn without a gun. I'm invisible, or my teammates are invisible, and I cannot use my primary weapon because it doesn't show. It's just pretty strange situation, man. I don't know what's going on. And another situation will be at the end of the game, I get a black loading screen with the loading icon on the top right hand of the screen, and just get stuck there. So it's just like a weird situation, but overall it's just fine. No, it's nothing major. It's just so annoying. So I've been looking around to see, and this is what kind of like making this video and doing this post commentary to see if any of you guys are experiencing some of this stuff, or maybe just me. I haven't seen or heard anything from anybody else, so I guess it's just me. Uh, Pretty strange, but for me, those are the only issues, really. Nothing. I mean, it could be game breaking, the invisible guys and stuff, but it just, I don't know. I'm just trying just to go through and hope for the next hot fix. And I mean, first of all, I just hope these guys know about these issues, because if they don't know, they're not gonna fix it. But if they know about these issues, I hope they fix it on the next update, which we don't know when it's gonna arrive because of the world situations right now. But let's hope for the best. Let's stay positive, and I'm gonna try to just keep getting some games in and getting some good stuff with the new guns post patch, and just try them out. So hopefully you are enjoying all these videos. I got quite a few post TTK patch, man, and some of these guns just feels so good and so deadly, and it just fun again. Even though I was having fun with all the guns on with the 5.2 patch, which is a little bit different. I had to adjust myself um, according to the guns, and just using more rounds, and it was kind of weird, but I had to adjust myself. So now it's funny because I have to adjust myself again because I was so used to 5.2, so now I have to adjust to the 6.2 patch. So it's it's like enough is enough. No, stop messing around with the TTK, because having to adjust every few months, it's just kind of annoying. But hey, as you see, we just warmed up over here, and now we're doing some serious killing. And it's STG, like I said, it's just good. It's never going to fail, and they're never gonna make a good gun a bad gun. It cannot be done. It will be stupid, right? So it's all good. It's all good. So we're looking forward to I don't know, like at this point in terms of chapter 6 and other stuff. Like I said, with all the world issues going on at the moment, it's hard to to think about stuff like that. So kind of have to wait, see what happens, see what's up, and see what gets fixed, and what doesn't get fixed, or well, the issues we come across. But for me, it's just the ones that I mentioned. So I just don't know. It's just pretty weird. It could be, like I said, it could be on my end, but it's like everything started at the 6.2 patch. So it's just a little bit disappointed, because with 5.2 everything was so smooth. I had no issues. Everything was running smooth. I had to use more bullets to kill the enemy, but the game was smoother and everything was just, I don't know, just better. Um, but now with 6.2, less bullets, but a little of performance issues. So it's just a non-stop situation. But man, what can I say? The STG. I don't have to tell you anything about this gun. You probably know this gun very well. You probably have used this gun a lot in this game. Probably still your favorite. And I don't know, whatever patch they release, this gun is still good. Still good. So you're not gonna go wrong with the STG, regardless the map, because that's the beauty of this gun, and this is what I like it. Because for like really long range shots, man, you switch to semi-auto, and this thing is super accurate. Semi-auto is just ridiculous. I mean, even more accurate than fully auto, which is, obviously, I mean, makes sense, but it's just even better. It's like even deadlier. Semi-auto at long ranges is just awesome. And with the fast fire rate, I think it's 600, it's just really good. So this gun, like, it's like overall a really good gun. A really good gun for, I don't know, medium to close to long range. This gun is good in all scenarios, and that's why I think is people's favorite. That's was one of my favorites because of that. So it can be used in any map. I mean, I do have my favorite weapons for certain maps, of course, because certain guns work better in different situations. This maps with a lot of long range of line of sights. Long range of sights, long line of sights. There's maps where it's more It's more chaotic, like Operation Underground, where I mean, you can still use this gun, but I wouldn't go with the CH, for example, which is pretty deadly. But that gun, that the map is, it's close quarter, and that gun is really good for long range shots, maybe medium. But this gun, man, it works perfect in every map. You can use this in Underground, in Solomon Islands. You can use this in Marita, like any map. Twisted Steel. Doesn't matter if the guy is too far to switch to semi-auto and just start shooting. It's just so good, man. So it's just very well rounded, super weapon. This is what it is. A super weapon, and that's what people love it. But believe it or not, I haven't seen this gun that much on my kill cams post 6.2 patch. I haven't seen it that much, and it's a bit strange. Maybe people are just trying out the other guns, but really I haven't been killed by this gun. Well, not that I'm keeping track on my deaths, but you can tell which gun are killing you. And haven't seen the STG-44, man. I haven't seen it. I mean, I have seen this 10, the MP40. I have seen the Gewehr, the Storm Gewehr. I haven't seen any of these guns. I don't know why. So maybe people just got tired of using this gun. Maybe they're using all the kits. I have no idea. But the STG is nowhere to be found on my kill cams. So I'm not sure what's the issue. Over here, I was trying to close the door like Call of Duty style, just to see if it works. But no, the door is not moving. But that's it. This was a fun game and tons of kills. Like I said, we just needed to warm up, and once we were like warmed up and ready, we started to destroy the enemy. In about probably like a minute, I'm gonna show the score, because this is when we had this little situation that the score wasn't showing at the end of the gameplay. None of the stats were showing up, and I really forgot. Like when I tried to do it, it was a little too late, and it wouldn't show. So I'm gonna die pretty soon over here, and I'm gonna just kind of flash the score. It's 34-6 at the moment, so I think I said 34-7 gameplay here on Marita with the STG-44, the beast. It's always the beast, always will be the beast, man. Love this gun. It's pretty fun, so pretty cool stuff. But yeah, I mean, hey, use this gun again. It's good. You'll be I don't want to say surprised at how good it is, because it's always been a good gun, but I don't know, you'll be in for a treat with using this gun again. It's just fun. It's just pretty good, and just enjoying my battlefield time, with the STG, and trying all the new guns post patch, see what works better at certain distances and all that stuff. This is why I do all these videos, to try them all out, just for fun, just to have a good time in the game, and just different weapons. So here's when I'm gonna die over here, and I'm gonna show the score over here, and if you pause it right there, you can see it's at 34-6, and but so with this dead will be the 34-7, I think. So this is good. But anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this gameplay, this commentary, and I hope you're having a good time in the battlefield with the new TTK. And I'm gonna leave you guys with the rest of this kind of live commentary. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.
Attention, we're losing objective Baker. Attention, objective Baker.
Oof, man, these guys gave us a battle. This gave us a battle, man. That was a good game, man. That was pretty good. Pretty intense quality of gaming. No, that was a good one. These guys are pretty good. So we went like 34 something. I forgot to get the score. Yeah, like 34-6. That's the last time I checked, and we got a couple more kills, I think. 34-6, I think. That's not bad. Not too bad. Too bad we don't get any statistics, but that was pretty intense. So thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next video. Later.